Dear students, this is the third online English class that I am uploading for the 7th standard students. I am your Rega teacher from your SNDSY UP school. Okay, in our last class, we read that on the way to the river, the boy met a woodcutter. And the woodcutter informed the boy that it will take 3 hours to reach the river. Is it? Okay, let's read the next paragraph. The path was steep and the boy had to run most of the time. It was a dizzy, winding path and he slipped once or twice. The hill was covered with lush green ferns. The trees were wound in creepers, and a great wild dahlia suddenly reared its golden head from the leaves and the ferns. Okay, from the first 2 lines of this paragraph, we get an idea about the path through which the boy has gone. How was the path? See, how was the path? It was steep. It was a dizzy and winding path. Steep means falling sharply or slope way. Okay, dizzy means we feel dizzy means a feeling of sensation, a sensation of spinning around or losing one's balance. Then winding path means a twisting path. So how was the path? It was a steep, it was a dizzy and a winding path. From the next lines, we get an idea about the greenery of the hills. What was the hill covered with? See, the hill was covered with lush green ferns. Yes, lush green ferns means abundant of green grass. Yes. What about the trees on that hill? What about the trees on that hill? Creepers were on most of those trees. Okay, and he could notice a wild great dahlia flower raising its head from the leaves and ferns. Okay. Soon the boy was in the valley and the path straightened out and rose. He met a girl who was coming from the opposite direction. He held a long curved knife with which she had been cutting grass. The bangles she wore made music when she moved her hands, and it was as though the hands spoke a language of their own. Okay. Where the boy reached after going through those steep, dizzy, winding path? Where the boy reached? Now the boy is there in the valley of that mountain. Whom he met He met a girl. Is it? He met a girl. What she held in her hands? What the girl held in her hands? She held a long curved knife. Why she carried that knife in her hands? Maybe for cutting grass. Okay. Did she wear bangles in her hands? Yes, sure. We can understand that she wore bangles in her hands from these lines. The bangles she wore made music. Okay. Yes, she wore bangles. Then, what the boy felt when she heard the sound of bangles in her hands? When she moved her hands, what the boy felt? He felt the hands were speaking to each other in a language of their own. He felt that the hands were speaking by the sound of the bangles. When he heard the sound of the bangles, he felt that the hands were speaking in a language of its own. Very nice, no? Okay. How far is to the river? Asked the boy. The girl had obviously never been to the river, or she may have been thinking of another one, because she said 20 miles without any hesitation. See, guys, see, what was the girl's reply when the boy asked how far is to the river? She said 20 miles. From that answer, the boy understood that it is not correct. Either the girl had obviously never been to the river, or she may have been thinking of another one. Why he felt so? Because he already heard from the woodcutter that it will take only 3 hours to reach the river. He already heard from the woodcutter that it will only take 3 hours to reach the river. So when the girl replied it will take 20, he has to go 20 miles to reach the river, the boy felt that the girl may be lying, or she may simply replied. Already he covered some part to the river. So he felt he is nearing to the river. That time only the girl said the river is 20 miles. So obviously means surely, undoubtedly, without any hesitation. Okay. See, what was the boy's response when he heard the answer from that girl? 20 miles. The boy laughed and ran down the path. A parrot suddenly screeched, flew low over his head, and a flash of red and green. The bird disappeared amongst the trees. Okay, after hearing that reply, 20 miles, the boy felt laugh. He laughed and ran down the path. While he going, he saw a parrot. He heard the sound of it, a screeching sound, a loud cry of that parrot. That parrot flew low over his head. He could see a flash of red and green color. Then suddenly the bird disappeared into the trees. Okay. Let's read the next paragraph. A trickle of water came from the hillside, and the boy stopped to drink. The water was cold and sharp, but very refreshing. However, it seemed to have the effect of making him more thirsty. The sun was striking his side of the hill, and the dusty path became hotter, the stones scorching the boy's feet. He was sure he had gone halfway. He had walked for over an hour. Okay. See, while the boy was continuing his walk to the river, he heard the flowing sound of water, trickle of water, flowing sound of the water from the hillside. Then the boy stopped there. How was the water? It was cold, sharp, and very refreshing. Even though he was not that much thirsty, the presence of that refreshing water made him more thirsty, and he drank water from there. Okay. See the next few lines. From the next lines, we can understand that now the temperature is rising as the sun is visible over them. And the dusty path now became hotter, and the stones were scorching his bare foot. Now he also understood that he had gone halfway. He has gone half the way to the river. He felt that he already passed half the way to the river. Why he felt so? Because he already walked for an hour, more than an hour. Okay, dear students, now let's discuss the question answers given in the text. The hands spoke a language of their own. What does the expression mean? When the girl moved her hands, the bangles she wore made music as though they were speaking to each other. Okay. Next question. Identify the expression used by the author to describe the flow of water. What expression the author used to describe the flow of water? Trickle of water. The author given the expression trickle of water to describe the flow of water. Okay. What was the boy? Was the boy really thirsty? What made the boy thirsty? Say, was the boy really thirsty? No, he was not really thirsty. Then what made the boy thirsty? The the cold and refreshing water from the hillside made him feel more thirsty. Yes. Why was the boy sure that he had covered half the way? Because he had walked for over an hour. So he was sure that he had covered half the way. Students, we already read so many paragraphs of this story. So you have to write all these questions that we have discussed in your notebook, and you should identify the difficult words from these. You should write those words in your note and should find the meanings of those words from dictionary or the glossary. Okay, that's all for today. See you in the next class. Okay.